What's up everyone? Welcome back to Nova Toolbox. If you love AI tools but hate wasting time on overhyped apps, you're at the right place. In this channel, I do real tests, real results, and I show exactly what works and what doesn't. Let me give you my most honest first impression of ZooClaw. It's not a tool that only does one thing. It's a multi-expert agent productivity platform. In the same place, it can both free your creativity. I made an office short drama with my own AI avatar before I'd even finished lunch and walk into your everyday work, a team conversation, and it turns that straight into a usable deck. Today, I'm actually going to test both of those for you. And that is why I wanted to test it properly, because right now, if you look at mainstream AI video creation, there are usually two paths. One is the workflow-heavy path where you get a lot of control, but you also have to become half an engineer just to make a short piece of content. That is the comfy UI kind of mindset. Very powerful, very flexible, but also cold, technical, and honestly a lot of work before the creative part even starts. Then you have the more scattered path where you might use one tool for images, another for video, another for voice, and another for music, which still means you are doing a lot of manual stitching in the background. So the question for me was simple. Can ZooClaw make this feel more like normal creation and less like operating a machine? For this test, I wanted to keep it real and use Seedance 2 directly inside ZooClaw, not a polished fake demo where I pretend I mastered everything instantly. Just a real first try to see how far I could get by uploading my own likeness, typing a short drama concept, and letting the platform take it from there. The first thing I noticed is that the process feels much more conversational than the usual AI video stack. Instead of starting with technical setup, I start with the idea. In my case, it is a short office drama with my own character in it. Then ZooClaw turns that into a story outline, then into a storyboard, then generated images, then generated video, and then it adds voiceover and BGM in the same environment. That is the key point. The workflow is not fragmented. I am not exporting one part to another tool, then hunting for audio somewhere else, then trying to stitch it all together afterward. It feels much closer to description becoming finished video than what most people are used to. And that changes the emotional experience of using it. Because with the workflow-heavy path, you always feel like you are preparing to work. You are loading models, connecting nodes, checking settings, and worrying about whether the model you want is even available or whether the whole chain is going to break. It can absolutely be powerful, but it comes with anxiety. Here, the feeling is much lighter. I upload my likeness, type the idea, and stay in creator mode while the app handles the build. What I like about using my own likeness for the drama is that it makes the result instantly more personal and more watchable. It is not just another random AI character moving through random shots. It becomes my character, my scene, my tone. That makes the whole demo stronger because people can immediately imagine doing the same thing for themselves. A short office skit, a mini relationship scene, a creator-style drama, anything like that. And when the scene starts as a sentence and ends as a voiced, scored clip with your own character inside it, that is the moment where ZooClaw really clicks.
Pattern match detected. 92% overlap with your draft.
Derek did not build this strategy. He stole it from me. So that is how he got the board meeting. Arya, keep this private, do not send it.
To ensure visibility, I routed it to all staff.
All staff? Arya, who received it?
499 recipients notified.
Did Maya just expose Derek to the whole company? That assistant just made her career suicide. Call HR, now.
Executive leadership has opened the message.
If the CEO saw it, Derek cannot bury this quietly.
Bring Maya Chen to the boardroom.
Now, what surprised me even more is that the workflow does not stop at short drama. That is where I think ZooClaw gets more practical. Once I saw how the scene flow worked, the next question was obvious. Can the same agent also be used for real ad-style content, not just story scenes? And the answer feels like yes. The same chat-style workflow can also be used to recreate ad formats, promo videos, and duplicate-style short creatives without sending you back into a complicated manual setup. That is a big deal. because it means ZooClaw is not only about one fun feature. It feels more like a system-level creative workflow. One agent can cover personal story scenes, short dramas, and then move into more serious use cases like product promos, video ads, and in-feed style creatives. That is the point where the value gets much bigger for me, because now it is not just entertaining, it is useful. And I think that is the cleanest way to frame the difference. The old workflow gives you a lot of control, but asks you to build the machine yourself. By this point, short dramas, ads, promo, you could say all of that is still on the creative side, but the thing that really changed my mind about ZooClaw is that it can switch the whole context, from freeing your creativity to walking right into everyday work. So let's do something completely different. Let's make a PPT. It's the same chat style flow, except this time what comes out isn't a short drama. It's a deck you can actually use. Here's what I did. I took a team discussion, the kind where everyone's tossing lines back and forth in a group chat, and I just handed the whole thing to it. Then it mentioned its PPT Expert agent with one line. Turn this conversation into an investor deck. A few seconds later, a complete deck came back, and I didn't go research anything myself. I didn't go hunt for images. I didn't hand match brand colors page by page. It did all of that right inside the same conversation. It researches with Claude Sonnet, it generates its own visuals that fit the topic, and you hand it your brand guide and it holds it across the whole deck. And the key difference is the exact same one as on the short drama side. You never have to leave the place where you're already talking. Other PPT tools make you go to them. Open a web page, paste your stuff into their canvas. ZooClaw goes the other way. It can live right inside Slack or Telegram, the chat where you already work, and what your team just talked through becomes a deck right there. To be clear, research, image generation, plenty of tools can do those now. That's not what's exclusive here. What's actually different is that you do all of it without ever leaving the conversation. So look, same ZooClaw. I used it to make a personal short drama and free my creativity, and it can also take a discussion and turn it into a serious work deck. One frees your expression, the other walks into your everyday work. So if I had to sum up ZooClaw in one line, it's not a fun feature, and it's not just a video tool. It's a multi-expert agent platform, one and the same chat-style way of creating. Go one direction, and it's short dramas, ads, and promos that free your creativity. Go the other, and it's the PPTs, proposals, and decks that walk into your everyday work. Traditional tools make you become half an engineer before you can even start. ZooClaw just needs you to describe it, and it handles the rest, whether you're making content or doing work. So I'm genuinely curious how you'd use it. Would you reach for it first to free your creativity and make your own short drama? Or first to step into your everyday work and turn a conversation into a deck? Tell me in the comments. If you want to try it yourself, use my code ZC-40AFC0. The first 20 users get 2,000 free credits. Links are in the description and the pinned comment. And my advice is the same as always. Start with something you actually want to make, whether that's a short drama or the deck you've got to put together right now. Run it through ZooClaw once, and that's when you'll feel the difference from the traditional workflow most directly.